What is going on, guys, and welcome back for another video with myself, Obsidian Gaming. And for today's video we are doing a nice little guide for Sons of the Forest. First thing you want to do, guys, is get yourself a nice little location. I've come to the beach so it's nice and clear. I can see if any attacks are coming. I've got water, I've got fish, so I've got food, all the resources that we need nearby. First thing you want to do is get yourself a log storage and a stick storage. Get them two built first. So if you open up your menu, keep your finger on X so it comes over to this menu. If you come down to storage, get a log storage, and then also you want to get a stick storage. So get them built first quickly. And if you go over to our little friend over here, keep your finger on E so you can speak to him, and you want to get him to get, and then we're going to get logs because we're going to need a hell of a lot of logs. And we're going to fill the holder that we've built. So whilst we're chopping down logs, he'll be bringing them over to this little holder here for us. That just saves that little bit more time for it. When you're chopping down the trees, if our base is over there for an example, we want that tree to fall in that direction so it'll be less distance for us to travel. Best way to do that, if you hit this bit first so it hollows that out a little bit, and then if you stand in the way you want the tree to fall, keep whacking it, and then when the tree falls, it'll just be a lot easier for us to gather the logs together. Whilst we're on the subject of the logs, if you are somewhere like upstream, so if you're up there cutting your logs and your base is down this way, if you drop the logs into the water, it'll carry them downstream for you. Took a little bit longer, I thought I was going to get stuck then for the video. When it comes to building, in your manual you have two different types of building methods. So you can do like a freestyle building method, which is like this one, or if you keep your finger on X, it'll take it over to the blueprint models. So if you want to build like a little small like cabin, you can put a cabin down there, use Q and R to rotate it, and then you just fill it up like normal blueprints when you got stuff in your hand, and that will make us like a log cabin. However, you're a bit restricted for that because you can only build a couple of things on the blueprints. So if you go back to our normal mode, down here we've got loads of different things that we can build. So what we're going to do is use this little bit of foundation that we've currently got. We've got our logs for now, hopefully it might do us, but we're going to start building just here. As we want our base to be a little bit off the ground, so it's on a little bit of a stilts, if you come up to our log that we've got here, as you can see when you walk in front of it, so you have a little red line. If you hit that, and that will cut it down and we'll make this into quarters. And this is going to be our like stilts as such for the foundation. So you can carry two at a time for these. If you look down into the ground, you see a little circle. Press left click. If you want to build it up, that's the arrow will build it up on top. But we want to get it to the side because we want to be on stilts. So as you see that little marker, that is the guide for us. Let's go put that one there. Get our next one. And if you come down to the side again, you see it coming off. Now this time it will keep it on line with the previous log, so it's a nice straight line. You can't move it like left and up and down anymore from what you've done from the original you're connecting it to. So stick that one there. Come over to our logs, pick two up as well, and follow the arrow. That'll join it across, and then for these again, we'll just go to join these so we connect it outwards. Use the rest of these logs now to join them up. If you ever place any logs or anything down that you don't really want, instead of hitting them with the axe, because it can actually hurt you once they like bounce off the foundation, if you keep your finger on C whilst looking at it, it'll take them off straight away. So if you need to move part of your base like this lot, move it over to there, it's dead easy. Just use C and you can pick them up. To make the floor, instead of a lot of people what I see when I'm watching their streams or other videos, they're standing here hitting it with the log with the axe, and then they're getting this and then placing it down like so. I mean, that does work, don't get me wrong, but the easiest way to do it, if you just get a log, pick it up into your hands, go to the floor, what you need to do, if you look down, you see the arrows split apart. If you just left click, it will automatically drop it into place for you. As our base is a little bit off the ground, we're going to need a little bit of a stairway to make it up. So if you get 2 logs in your hand, or just a log shall I say, and the arrow points down to the floor a little bit, just left click, drop it in. And now if you get these logs what have been cut in half, if you want a ramp, so the mouse button where there's a blue square and a white square, if you right click, it'll change direction for you, so it's a little bit more of a step, and that's more of a ramp. For an example, if I put them down, that'll be a ramp for us. So it's pretty much preferences, to be honest with you, if you want a ramp or if you want stairs. So press C again to pick them up. Now if you right click, it'll make a stair for you. And that is a little stairway going up. For building the walls, if you just look into the corner where it's like a little circle with the arrow going upwards, you can then drop the logs down into position. And we don't need to do it on them all, we just only need to do around these bits. You don't have to worry about the middle section for now. Now we've got the upright post done, we just need to get the frame finished off, putting them on the top. Following the arrows again. Kelvin needs to be a bit quicker there, filling it up. Now the frames are done, all we need to do with the logs, we just pretty much walk up to them with the log, you see the little rectangle come out, place them down and you just fill up every single gap, including that bit where the door is going to be, and I'll explain the door shortly. Once this part of the wall is actually finished, we're going to do the door, and then we're going to do a window as well. So all you need to do is get the axe in your hand. If you walk up towards it, you see a red line like so. Give it a hit with your axe, and that will be our window. Pretty simple, that really, isn't it? And then you just do the same concepts for this, for the door. You just need to go all the logs other than the top one. All the way down to the bottom. And that'll be our door frame. All we need to do is get a couple of logs here that Kelvin's been gathering for us. Again, as earlier, just split it in half. That little red line. Make sure the red line is facing the right direction for you. So I don't want quarters, I want splits. Gather them up. And then if you right click, you should be able to see the arrow pointing upwards. There you go. You just need 3 halves for this. And then if you walk into it, it'll just open up for a door. It doesn't give you, like, press E or anything to open it. It's just open. It opens both ways. So you're not wasting the offcuts from the window and the door. If you go in your menu, if you hold X, it'll bring you to the blueprint mode. On here, you can make furniture. So what we've got to do is make a little bench. So we're just going to stick that one there. And then using the taller logs, and you just basically press E twice. And I'll drop it in, and then the section from the door we don't need, and that is our little bench that we can sit down on. Get a nice little fire. I think that'll look quite nice there. It's starting to look a little bit cozy now, isn't it? We've got all the walls up, a little bit claustrophobic. So this is just going to be for an example of how to build anyway, so normally I would build a little bit more bigger. Okay, so what we need to do is to get the ceiling up. So if you get your log, and you can see you can't stick it going directly across to the other one. It's a little bit of a lean-to, so if you stick it there first, then you come back outside, these logs from the window and the door. If you go underneath it, if you look upwards, you'll see this arrow. So it's like a bit of a swerve of the arrow. So press that, and what that does, gives it a bit of a lean-to. And then you don't actually need to stick it up, down. I've seen a lot of people do it this way. So sticking it like that first, and then you're stuck with either a post in the middle or anything else like that. So you don't really need to do it. Press C to get rid of it. Once we've got that one up, you can directly stick it across like so. So let's close our door so you can see it a little bit. This as well, it's up to you if you want to keep one on each side or keep it upright. But if you press C, you get rid of it and you don't need it there. So now we're going back to doing this ceiling part now. So let's drop that. Let's get some logs. So same again as what we did with the floor. So you don't actually need an extra support there, like the arrows trying to tell me to put it there. I don't need it. We can stick them straight up. So it's really up to you what type of roof you'd want. If you want to keep it just a flat little square box, you can do it this way. If not, you can actually build it as like an apex roof. So if we put our logs down, so let's get the smaller logs for this one. And to get up onto the top, use it as a ladder. Just use a post as you was on the inside, put the lean-to, and you just walk straight up. And a little bit of a jump at the end. We'll stick them ones down. There you go. So you got a nice little apex for the roof. And again, drop that to that section. Get one of these logs. I think a small one might be able to do it. Stick that one underneath. That'll lift it up. Same as what we did earlier, we don't need to put that little bit of the arch up. Once they're up, they'll be fully supported. Now what we need to do is, because we're having it like an apex frame, we no longer need this section here. So just knock it down using C. If you can't get rid of that one, that little section, what you will need to do is put an extra support down, because it won't let you drop one without the other. Oh, that's gone a bit funky. As we're trying to build a little bit of a apex roof, we've got rid of that bit of the section of the floor. We've put them bits up. I just need to drop that one across there. That one down. I can't reach that log inside, so just drop that there. Can I do it from here? Yep. So we'll drop that down onto angles. We're going to need that log and another full log. Like so. There we go. So that is the shape what we're currently looking for. So as I've shown you a little bit earlier on with the stairs, we're doing the same thing. Instead of making it stairs, we want to make it into a ramp. And we're just doing that for over the top. And just repeating that process. Looks quite good already, doesn't it? I can't say so myself. I've got to say though, on this game, it's probably the best game I've played for building aspects. It's so good. The things you can do with it, it's just amazing really. The building, I absolutely love it. I think they've done a fantastic job with it. Let me know down in the comments, guys, as well. How did you get on with the building on this game? Have you built anything really good yet? What's the biggest thing you've built? You got to go all out, haven't you, on this game? So that is pretty much our roof done. Where's the piece? Ah, I couldn't grab it in time. So that is our roof, finally finished. Now we need to try and fill in them little gaps. I'm not too sure if you actually can though, for these little bits, what are up there. I can't actually see anything for that bit. I mean, there's got to be a way, surely. If you do know though, guys, let me know in comments if you can actually fill that little section. I've not actually managed to find anything just yet. That's probably the only thing that I've been struggling with, really, to be honest with you. What you can do, I'm not going to do it on this video, because I don't think it's, like, really worth it, but personal preferences, to be honest with you. If you really wanted to, you can actually carry on that roof. coming on straight down. So all you need to do is put another log there. Actually, I will do it quickly for you, because it shouldn't take too long. And then pick up these two. Come on, Kelvin. I'm trying to make a video here, and you slow me down. If you wanted to, you could build it right down. You could probably do the same on the other bit. Well, that's what it will look like. And you can do the same on this side quite easily. It's one good thing I love about this game. It just gives you so much options on what to do. You can just make your own thing, and it's so cool, isn't it? For the inside, all you need to do is click on your little inventory book, keep finger down on X, go to furniture, and inside we can make a bed, chairs, and fill everything up inside. But that could be on a different video, I suppose. Okay guys, if you did enjoy the video, let me know down below in comments. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe, and I'll see you again next time. Thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you again. Bye for now.